On today's Know Your Rights segment, we're talking about Social Security disability. Catherine Stone from Barbas Law is back. Catherine, we love when you're here because you always break down these topics that people can understand, but more importantly, you tell people how you can help them.
Yes. Well, you know, it's all about educating the public on the different areas of their legal rights, and that's why we're here. And I thought this time we'd come in with something new and a different topic that we haven't talked about before, but does kind of, I see a lot of those kinds of clients involved in the other areas that other areas of law, and it's Social Security disability.
I was going to say, because I've heard about Social Security, and then we've talked about disability before on the show, but you're kind of combining it because this is a whole other realm that people need some assistance.
Right. This is completely different. You don't have to have had a work-related accident, and it doesn't necessarily have to be related to any kind of personal injury that we've talked about before, auto accident or slip and fall. Basically, this is part of the Social Security Administration where if you become disabled for, let's say, a medical condition such as cancer, or you have an accident that's unrelated to anything, such as a snow skiing accident, and you become paralyzed and you can't return to work. The big thing is there's several elements to be able to apply and successfully succeed in a Social Security case. And you know, I got a call last week and someone had just stopped working like a month before, and I went through my whole questionnaire with them and was saying, okay, but why can't you go back to work? Well, I just don't feel good. I can't go back to work. Well, Social Security, and people get frustrated with Social Security, they think it's there for them, and it is, but there's certain parameters. You have to have a medical condition that you can't return to work for at least 12 months, or anticipated not to be able to return to work for at least 12 months. And that also your medical condition precludes you from either doing the job that you were doing, or precludes you from doing another type of job within your age, vocational, and educational training history. And so there's a lot more that goes into it than I just can't return to work anymore.
I see. So what if you're the person who says, you know what though, Catherine, I can just go online and I can Google and I can see how I can do it myself. What would you tell those people, and why someone like yourself would really be beneficial, and how you can help guide them?
Well, there's several different stages to Social Security, and the application process and the review process. So the initial stage is a lot of clients and a lot of people you can go online and file the application yourself. You need to know all of your medical doctors, all of your information, all of your employment history, and they give you kind of an outline. You can also go down to the local Social Security office, and they sit down with someone and they'll help you fill out the application. The percentage rate of rejection of the first-time applicants is extremely high.
Really?
So typically, the lawyers get involved once you've had that initial denial.
Okay.
And then there's a whole other stages within Social Security as to how you go about appealing those denials. But what I really wanted to start off was letting people know that it's out there and what to kind of be looking for with regards to that. Now, there are exceptions to the 12-month rule, such as the compassionate allowance. There's certain conditions that if you have been diagnosed with this condition, it will shorten the time frame for the review process, and you don't necessarily have to prove that 12-month disability. There's also end-stage diseases, diseases that are likely to unfortunately end up in death, and so that can shorten the time period for review. So it's very important, if you're thinking about Social Security disability, that you know, and that you know what is required before you go down that path, because it can be a very frustrating, unfortunately, path for a lot of people.
I'll say you're already in a bad situation, so having yourself be able to kind of guide would definitely be beneficial. And you know what, if you're interested and want more information on this, of course, all you have to do is give Catherine and her team a call. Just go ahead and give 1-800-BARBAS-LAW, or you can go to their website, barbaslaw.com/knowyourrights. As always, we appreciate your time.
Thank you.